Hello everybody. How is everyone? Can you guys hear me? I haven't actually like tested properly my stream because I got home like not too long ago. Hi guys. I've also been messing with a lot of my audio setup, so I'm not sure if I'm too loud or too soft, so just let me know. If I'm too quiet, then I'll try to raise the volume. But yeah, I just got back from, in a way, like, my classes? Classes? More than one? No, my class. Just one class. I'm decided that, oh, maybe I should take metal vocal lessons, right? But the thing is, my teacher is, like, really, really nice, right? But I'm trying to word here because my brain isn't working right now. He says that I'm pretty good, like, in the sense where, like, he seems to be implying that I don't really need lessons. So instead, at the end of the lesson, he told me that if there were any, like, voice samples and things like that that I want to send over to him, I could, rather than just taking lessons, because there isn't really much for him to teach me. Yeah. It was nice though, because I wanted to improve on doing lower screams, well, growls more specifically, and I want to do more guttural type shit, but we did practice quite a bit. I've gotten, like, a better understanding on what I should be doing, so I guess I'll just focus on practicing that. He did also teach me how to, in a safer way, do growls, because he noticed that I depend too much on fries, like my fry screams, the like that thing, instead of using the area that's, like, below that part. So I guess, like, where the Adam's apple is, if not, like, a little bit lower. So we'll see. But yeah, when the lesson ended, I was actually kind of surprised by it, because I was just like, oh, how much should I pay? Or, like, not how much, but, like, where should I pay you? Because I'm not very familiar on how bank transfers and shit works. But then he told me it was free, and I got really confused, because I was like, but you used your time, and also, like, you helped me with stuff, so shouldn't I pay you, right? So, his price per class, if you're just doing, like, one-off, one-on-one classes, it's about 70,000 Korean won, which equates to approximately $50 US. So it's not too bad, right? But no, he was just like, no, it's free, because my English isn't really good, and I feel like it's not really up to par to how I would normally be teaching. So, like, my quality of teaching isn't as good, so I feel like I shouldn't charge anything for it. So I told him, like, oh, but, you know, like, you're giving me, well, you're helping me with your experience and everything like that, so I should at least pay you something, right? So eventually we agreed upon, well, not we, but he told me 5,000 won, so, like, $3.80 US. And I got confused. I was like, maybe he confused 5,000 with 50,000, because, I mean, a lot of my students, they don't really know too much of the difference of 5,000 and 50,000, right? So I was just like, you sure not 50,000? Because 50,000 is still a discount, right? Because if the original price was 70,000, then $20 off isn't too bad, especially since I was kind of late. No, I was definitely late for the lesson, because I misjudged how long it would take to get there, because it takes approximately 2 hours to go to his studio for me to have, like, the one-on-one private lesson. But no, it was 5,000 won, so, like, not even a cup of coffee. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can improve a little bit more in the future. He, just from, like, his implications and everything, it seems as though he thinks that there isn't too much to teach me, which is at least for me, it's kind of sad. Because I personally feel like I don't know shit. But he says that, like, I understand the fundamentals and everything. It's just a matter of, like, shaping it and knowing what to do with it. You know, so, we'll see. We'll see. I'm also gonna be eating my lunch. Is it lunch? Yeah, technically I'm eating lunch, if we're saying that lunch is the second meal of the day. So, I'm having instant noodles. If you're wondering what kind, I can't read Korean, so ha ha ha. Yeah, maybe, depending on if I can find maybe another teacher that could possibly help me, especially within my budget, then perhaps I'll be able to find another teacher, because since his English is quite limited, it is hard for him to explain in the best way possible. I do have a friend though that suggests that if I want to continue taking those lessons, because she's actually kind of curious what it looks like having a vocal lesson, right? If she would come with me during my one-on-one lesson so that she can translate, since, well, she's a Korean person. So I'm just like, maybe. It depends, because the both of us live quite far from the studio, so oh my gosh, on the way to the studio, first of all, I think he like rented it from, because I don't know how music people work, but it's like a space where you have like separate tiny rooms, I guess. But it kind of in a way looks like a little living situation, right? And because of that, I wasn't sure if I was allowed to enter that area, so I just kind of stood at the entrance. Not at the entrance of like his studio room, but just the entrance of like the studio place, period, right? I just stood there. I'm just like, what? Am I allowed to go in? Do I need some kind of authorization? Because there's no like front desk person. Because when you go into the studio place, right? If you just enter through the front door, right next to it is like a kitchen. So I was just like, am I going inside someone's house? Like, this is my first time experiencing this whole thing, so I'm like, am I going inside someone's house? I'll just stand here while I'm watching like a monitor that has like 6 CCTV like points of view of that area. Like, maybe the police will like see me and think, oh, this bitch is suspicious. But no, luckily my teacher was like heading back into his little studio room thing, so he saw me and he's like, oh, cool, is that you? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, yes. I'm surprised you recognized it was me, because you don't even know what I look like. I mean, to be fair, I did like message him saying that I was in the area. I had to take like 3 different pictures of the building. I'm like, are you sure this is the right one? Because I can't read Korean, so I don't like the address that he showed me. What popped up on the maps thing, right, was a bunch of restaurants. So I was just like, do you teach in a restaurant? Like, what's going on? But yeah, it was my first time going into like I guess like some kind of place like that. It was nice, a bit hot. I mean, to be fair, the room was like really, really hot because it's small, and his whole like PC and stuff was there. Have you guys done anything like interesting today? Just out of curiosity, because like I mean, I don't really do all that much when I go out. It's usually just like for one thing, and I'm already completely drained. Like, that in of itself is already like big errand for me. I guess you could consider it as a big errand, because it's like taking a 2-hour trip just to go to the class, and then well, I gave up on taking the train station since, like, you know, I only had to pay $5 or 5,001 as opposed to 70,000. So I was like, I'll just take the taxi home, which definitely was a lot faster. Not really. Same old, same old. Hold on, I'm gonna eat nudes. So that's what I'm currently experiencing. My brain, it is currently non-functional because I went outside. But not just outside, but communicate with people outside. Because even going to the grocery store, I get tired. Unless you're counting the time my friend gave me, like, a bucket of fried rice. That's really nice of your friend, to be honest. I do that with my friends as well. Since we live in the same apartment building, if I'm cooking something, since they don't cook, and because of that, I'm just like, I need to feed these people. What the fuck? Because they're always ordering either delivery or they get meal kits in Korea. So basically what a meal kit is, at least to my understanding, right, is just like a giant package that has all the ingredients in it and it's already pre-cut and everything. And you just open each of the individual packaging for the ingredients and then you just cook it or microwave it, whichever. So I thought, oh, you know, maybe they should eat something a little bit more substantial, so I'll cook something for them. I'll have like 2 portions for myself and then like the rest will be for them. Do you like do you cook for your friends sometimes? Like, do you is it normal for people to kind of like have, in a way, a system of like people rotating like cooking things for each other, or am I just the weird one? Like, I think the first thing I made for my friends was it was like sour soup. So basically I had pickled mustard greens and beef, and I turned that into soup. So it was like very basic. And then one of my friends was craving for garlic bread, so I bought like a whole baguette, made some garlic bread, and then gave it to them. I was just like, hey, are you going out today? No? Well, I got you some bread. It's nice and hot. It's got good was it garlic paste with butter and everything. Cause like the ones in Korea, they have the same ingredients when they're making their garlic bread. The only difference is they put you know how in bakeries they add like that syrup thing to coat the top, that way the pastries look shiny, so it looks more appetizing, so it ends up being sweeter, right? They put like sugar, like extra sugar in the garlic butter paste thing, but then they also add the syrup thingy, so at least for me personally, it's too sweet. This feels like I'm actually eating my first meal. You know what I had for breakfast? I ate a head of lettuce and that was it. I felt like a horse. But it's just what I was craving at the time. No dressing or anything, just lettuce. I'm eating right now! I'm eating right now! This is like pretty good instant noodles though. I have been noticing that my spice tolerance has gone really, really, really low, which disappoints me because now I'm just like, wow, I've adapted to the Korean spice tolerance, which is not good. Wrong hole. I want to be able to, like, at least get to the spice tolerance of, like, a Thai person. Because I have a lot of like spicy foods. Sorry, I probably should have eaten before I started the stream, but here we are. That's a high bar, yeah. I mean, I say that, but that's because that was where my tolerance was at before. Because I used to snack on, like, Thai chili peppers. Like, when I would eat my meals, I would have a bowl of Thai chili peppers on the side. And I ate it just as simply as when, like, Korean people eat kimchi. So I just, like, grab some, munch it on the side with my food. Do you guys like spicy food? I just realized you guys can hear me blowing. I'm sorry. This thing's a lot louder than I expected. I do plan, at least for today's work stream, that I work more on Zeffy's hair. Probably, not gonna render the whole thing, because, I'm still getting used to getting back to drawing and everything. So I'm gonna need, like, extra break. I feel so weak compared to how I was, what, 1 to 2 years ago when I used to be able to, like, draw for 8 hours at a time. And now I can only really handle 2, which is really annoying. And if anything, like, I really genuinely do want to try to stream at least once a week. So it'll probably be like, you know, same day, same time. Like, as consistently as I can make it, but I can't really guarantee that. Oh! Speaking of, streaming consistently. So I think I've told some of you guys about... I think I mentioned it, actually, during stream, about how my apartment is under a new owner, right? And how the company that I work for, they said, oh, you know, you could stay in the apartment, but there is a chance that the new owner might want to move in it. And so the real estate agent had to come to my place so then they can check out the conditions and everything. And turns out the owner also came with her family. So this is just me making assumptions here, right? Because I'm not entirely sure. I just kind of awkwardly stood there while they were just walking around my apartment looking at things. But so she brought her dog with her. It's like a tiny dog. I'm not very familiar with dog breeds, but it's like a small dog that has like white wavy hair. I don't know, to me all small dogs just look like rats. They freak me out. But anyways, so she was just like holding her dog as if she's holding a baby the entire time. Luckily the dog was quiet, so I wasn't as freaked out. My guess, she brought her husband, mom, and dad. She's not young. She looks like she could be a mom. Like, she looks like maybe if she was a mom, perhaps like her kid is either in middle school or like starting high school, like that kind of age range, right? Like mom age, essentially. So luckily she spoke English, so I told her all the issues that I had been experiencing in the apartment and stuff. And it seems like, because I was hoping that if there was going to be like a new owner, that they would just buy the apartment just to have as passive income, right? And it seems just from like the implications of like the questions that she was asking me, and also like her telling me, oh, you know, if you see any more issues, things like that, then just let me know. I will give you like my direct contact information instead, because like I'll be honest, like how my housing works, at least like how the company handles the housing, they're fucking useless, okay? Like, anytime they're just like, oh, okay, guys, if you have an issue with X, Y, and Z thing, contact us about it, and then we will help you. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And, like, this is the part of the department that's supposed to be helping foreigners, right? Not people that can speak Korean. And so I was just like, oh, one of these issues I do have. So let me just, you know, send them a quick little email. Oh yeah, like that one thing that you mentioned, yes, I do have this issue. Here's a picture and here's a video of what's going on. Basically, my kitchen light, it's like constantly strobing. Like, it turns on and off super fucking fast. And because of that, it's, at least for me, it's unusable. So I just use my bathroom light, and then whatever light that leaks out of the bathroom, I use that for my kitchen. And if I can't, like, if I need more light, then I just put, like, my phone on the upper shelf thing with the flashlight on, so then I have more light. That sounds so sad, but you know what? It is what it is. So I told, like, my company's housing about it, because they said that they're gonna help me, right? And the response is, have you tried contacting the management of the building? And I'm just like, you think I can speak Korean? You dumbass, like. So I've just been like living with that, because I cannot be bothered. I literally cannot. But I did tell, like, the new owner about it. So she told me that, like, she will definitely get it fixed, because the previous owner, like, I guess agreed with her that, okay, anything that she notes down, or in her case, right, like, anything that I've reported to her, she's going to tell the previous owner, and they have to fix it before she signs anything. So yay, at least my stuff is getting fixed, and hopefully I don't have to move apartments, because that shit is so annoying. She seems nice though. As I said, like, her giving me her contact information and everything like that, it seems as though, like, she's just buying the apartment for passive income. So I'm in high hopes that I'm not moving. And because I'm not moving, I'm hoping that I can at least, like, be more consistent in doing the things that I want to do. You know, streaming, drawing, God forbid, I guess singing. I do want to improve on singing, though. It's just, I don't know how. So I just kind of do what I can and hope that it's not shit. But yeah, let me move to, let me move to Clip Studio. I did hear, well, not hear, but, like, notice recently that Clip Studio Paint has updated version, so Clip Studio 4.0, but most likely I'm not going to get the update, simply because there isn't many features on it, and most of those features I personally don't use. You know, like, I don't really use 3D models all that much. There is this one new feature that I thought was kind of interesting. So when I'm doing, like, animation, of course I use Live 2D, right? But it seems like Clip Studio, they're starting they updated with some kind of mesh feature that looks very, very, very similar to how After Effects works. But of course it's for illustration, you know, so, like, I'm not entirely sure how smoothly that goes. Yeah. Like, it looks just like how After Effects works, where you don't necessarily manually get to, like, make the mesh yourself. It's just like a bunch of triangles, right? At least that's what I saw whenever, like, my friends are doing puppeting and stuff on After Effects. So I'm just like, oh, okay. But yeah, they seem to be doing that to kind of, like, show, oh, you know, we can do, you can use it for illustrations, and because like Clip Studio also has like a animation feature to it, because I have Clip Studio Paint X, which I think is like the expensive one. So it's the one that has like the features for you to make like comics, whether it's web comics, regular comics, etc., etc. And you can also animate with it. I honestly don't know why I chose Clip Studio Paint X. I think it was, knowing me, I probably got it because it was heavily on sale, so I was like, why not? Even though I don't even use these features, so it is what it is. What, they're good. I haven't drunken water in a hot minute. I probably should have, though. When I pushed my appointment by an hour, my vocal lesson appointment thing, I got to the place like way earlier than I thought, so I had like 40 minutes to just kind of like do whatever. And what I ended up having done, because I couldn't find any like coffee shops that, you know, was close enough for me to be like, oh, look at the time, maybe I should actually like go to the classes and whatever. Instead of that, I ended up just, wait a minute, what did I just do, like multiply on it? And I forgot what color I used. God damn it, Koo, you fucking piece of shit. Wait, hold on, I need to figure out like what color I used for this. Oh, okay, so it was this one. All right. Is it? No, it's darker. Heck! Wait, what if I did, like, color? No. Did I just use the same color? No, it has to be, like, slightly darker than that. Oh, okay, this one. This color. Got it. Anyways, I had extra time to spare, so I just went to, like, the nearest konbini and got myself some milk. Because of course I'm getting fucking milk, right? But there was no seating area in the konbini, like inside the konbini, so there was like this wooden bench thing outside, and I was just casually sitting there, drinking my milk. And so many people were fucking staring at me while they were walking by, because they probably assumed that, oh, you know, if you're gonna be sitting out there in the bench, then most likely you're gonna be drinking a Lackalol, you know, like a highball or something. Nope. A carton of milk. That's it. That's all I had with me. Yeah, I definitely felt weird because people were just like staring at me while I'm consuming milk. I'm probably like one of the few or the only person you guys know that just drinks a lot of milk. Milk is goated. They just don't know yet. Yeah. So the milk that I got, so I don't know exactly the brand, unless that is the brand, because, you know, can't read Korean. But it was called the A1. So it was like a white box, but then like the logo is like a deep blue color, like royal blue, I guess you can say. But the reason why I got that one is, one, it was on sale, and two, I was like, oh, A1, like the steak sauce. Do you guys have A1 steak sauce, or is that just an American thing? I never know anymore about these types of things. I might add like a more bright electric-y saturated green after I'm done with like rendering most of her hair. That way she has a little bit more interesting lighting. I don't have steak at home. I mean, I don't usually have steak at home either. I guess I also don't really like A1 steak sauce because it's a little too vinegary for me in terms of like when I am eating a steak. I don't want that level of vinegar. I could be wrong. It might not have actual it might not actually have vinegar in it. I'm just bullshitting y'all. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully, I'll have enough stamina to work on, maybe like these two front pieces and then her hair wings. So in the draft, her hair wings were thinner, but Zephy suggested like maybe make it a little bit bigger, which I think looks really cute. But then it starts to remind me of okay, so I don't know Genshin character names, but it's like the one chick with the light pink hair. I hope you guys don't say which one because I would not know. Long light pink hair, fucking she looks mommy as well. Is that a Genshin character or am I like referencing like the wrong one? That's 25 of the women there. Oh, 25% of the women there. God damn it. My bad. I don't play the game. I don't play the game, so I wouldn't know. Honestly, if like things go smoothly, I should be able to like finish Zephy's model in maybe like maybe 3 weeks, give or take. Like that's assuming that I'm only working on it here, right? Like if I'm also working on it off stream, then I'll probably finish it faster. I am going to be adding other hairstyles though, but I'll probably do that at a later time. That way I'll be able to also like rig her model and then you guys get to like see her in all her glory. Yeah. I mean, cause like I'm already going to be rendering out 2 toggles in the sense because she has like a standing and a sitting pose. Yeah. All of her burb glory. Yeah. Also, I just want to hear what she would sound like as here's the thing, I don't see her as like a mommy. If anything, like I would say Zephy is more like One-san. Right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm just saying some bullshit. Alright, this One-san is going to be a little bit bald for a bit because I need to like figure out how to connect her hair. Balding. So I'm probably gonna maybe like have a little bit here. She's not mommy material, she's older sister material. Yeah, yeah. It's very much like the vibe that at least like with her lower voice, that's the vibe it gives. But to me, it feels more like your younger sister, like one that's only 1 year old apart. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like not significantly older. Yeah. It's like one of those older sisters that instead of being like, oh, be careful, like her normal voice, right, is like, oh, be careful, you know, like try not to do anything too bad. But then like when she does her low voice, it's just like, don't do anything stupid, you know. So it's like the same shit, but like the word choice changes. Now I think about it, that's some shit that I would also say too. But I don't see myself as like a older sister type. I'm more like the deranged uncle that everyone should be avoiding. Or like the drug addicted auntie. Yeah. so let's have like a bit of that. If you're an onesan, you're the drunk onesan minus the drunk. Drunk off of milk, that's what it is. Replace drunk with drugs. Hell yeah. Hey kids, you want some caffeine? I've actually like drank so much coffee to the point where, so you know how like at coffee shops they have like the stamp card thing, right? So like the stamp loyalty cards, that way like when you've ordered like an X amount of coffee, usually it's like 10 cups or something like that, then you get a free cup of coffee. Yeah, I've collected so many. Excuse me, so far. I don't know what to do with it though, because like I tried offering it to my friends, but they don't like Americanos, which is all they really give you. Like you don't get to pick the kind of coffee that you want as like your freebie. And at least for me, it's not hot enough weather-wise for me to like get myself an Americano. As at least right now for me, it is latte weather. Iced latte weather. Do you guys also like seasonally drink like different things or like consume different things? Because like I've never met other people that do the same thing. Like during the winter, I eat a fuck ton of oranges and tangerines. Hey, what do you usually get? My family had a problem with it. Oh shit, really? Damn. With like caffeine? Or with like was it being kind of like picky with things because like you only crave certain things in certain seasons. They'll see me buy some shit they never even found. Oh, really? Damn. Exotic stuff. Ooh. That sounds fancy. I don't think the stuff that I get is very exotic, but I guess to like, for example, Korean people standard, it is quite exotic. Like the fruits, I've been craving for like durian and in such a funny name in English, rambutan. Rambutan is delicious though. Still think the Vietnamese name is cuter because it's just Dom Dom. There might be another like name for it, but that's the name that I know it by. I've never had a bad rambutan. Yeah. Better than lychee, fight me. Do you pronounce it as lychee or lychee? Cause I'm still learning that one, like how people pronounce it. And what would be like the preferred pronunciation. What the fuck? Oh, that's why. Understood. Maybe get that wrong pen. Of course it is wrong. But people online do call them lychee. Who the fuck calls it lychee? I call it lychee. I hear it as lychee because in Vietnamese, ly is li as in like cup. And usually I see it in a cup. So lychee. It's the fruit in a cup. Hi Elos, how you doing? Maybe I'll have like a little bit more like that, and then I'll add the midtones and a bit... Where the fuck is her? There it is. Yeah. Grab some of that. Some of that extra color. Maybe I should take my jacket off. I'm on fire. No, you're wrong. I'm clearly right. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It's lychee. It's so crazy. Just adding like the slightest bit of like dark colors gives the illustration a much more like rendered look. And if you're wondering, Koo, why are you surprised about this? You've been drawing this way for a long ass time now. Listen, it's been so long since I've drawn. So I'm just like, ooh, what the fuck? This shit's cool. Like whenever I don't draw for a long time and I get back to it, I experience something that I call art puberty, where you do a bunch of things because, well, there's no reason to it. You're just doing a bunch of things, right? Kind of like when a teenager, like a teenage boy, their voice is changing and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, okay, that sounds fucking weird. Oh, this sounds pretty alright. Oh, that's cool. You know? That's basically like how sorry. I've been experiencing like getting back into drawing. Just rediscovering everything. Alright, let's move this here. Add some more shit. Please. Please. I just want the lines to connect. Let's see. Did you just get a hairball? No. I've just been very, phlegmy. Yes. Super phlegmy. I think it's just the air quality here, because it has been, oddly enough, getting worse. I thought it would be better, but I guess not. Because I'm still recovering from the sick. I'm like mostly better now. It's just, you know, whatever else is lingering. It's what I'm experiencing right now. Like, I'm not spitting as much in my trash can. If we say lychee, why not lyric? Or lychee, why not lyrics? Which one? Which one? I don't know which one you're talking about. You bitch. Guys, you shouldn't be here to confuse me. It's not nice. It's mean. Very mean. Maybe I'll make that part super bright. Alright, I'm going to need to, like, eventually brain on how to, like, blend her bangs together, since technically these are also a part of her bangs. Kinda is like the side of her head, but you know what I mean. For those of you that don't know why I'm making her hair completely green right now, is because I changed the colors later. Can you imagine having the dexterity to, like, flip colors while doing, like, this type of rendering? Ugh. For those of you that has drawn Zephy before, like, how do you guys go about rendering her hair color? Because I literally just go with the green, and then I have another layer that has the color blend mode, and then I just change it to purple that way, so that it's easier. Oh fuck. Where's the layer? There it is. You do the same. Efficiency. I want to see someone actually try to, like, render her hair, like, just by doing, like, each colored piece. I just want to see someone suffer. But if they do really good at it, then I would like to see them rage. Because of my lack of technique and skill. Wouldn't you want to also see someone, like, try and do that? Not only that, but I want to hear them, like, commentate on it the entire time. Like, them talking about their process and, like, what they're currently doing. Okay, I think it's pretty good so far. Yeah, okay, well, there's that, and then I'm gonna have to merge them all together. Zephy be bald again. Man, people that do, like, line art for VTuber models, how the fuck do they do it? I could never. It would destroy me. Alright. Time to blend them one by one. Or blend them into each other one by one. The thing with making models, right, is I'm not really the best at rendering the artwork, because how I render illustrations is very different from how I render, like, a VTuber model, because the rules on making sure that everything is, like, consistent but also blends together when it's animated be hard. Okay, maybe have, like, a little bit sticking out like that. Ah! something like that. Who be messaging me? Oh. Friends. Okay. Sorry, I'm like getting hella distracted here. I shouldn't be. I should be working. Especially since this project has been very much long overdue. Still feel bad that I'm making you guys wait for so fucking long. Okay, so there's that. And then I need to blend this one out. Like, the good thing is that because of how I've been like rendering the hold on. Sorry, I'm like still occasionally spitting mucus. Don't feel bad. We already told you it's okay. I know, but still, you know, it is annoying. At least like for me. Because I would like to get it done, because I too would like to see Zephy be One-san. Okay, so have it like that. That way it can move a little bit. That one, I'll blend that out. Ah! I'll do it like that. Please, Ku, stop moving the fucking... Oh, there we go. Something like that. Maybe add a little bit of depth. That's too big. Ah, there we go. Why is this one so like... Y'all see it too, right? It's like... round. It shouldn't be, because it's hair. There. Sorry, it was like a very small detail, but I just didn't like that. Yeah, when you're making models and stuff, don't make it blend too much. Sorry, don't make it blend too much in. Or like, you know, add too many colors when like you're trying to blend in the hair strands, or else it's just gonna look weird. Like you could tell from the current model that I'm using, the one that I made 3 years ago. It just looks really awkward. I have learned my lessons since then. But I clearly haven't learned my lesson just moving the fucking layers around. Ugh. Okay. And this strand. Blend. Excuse me. Oh, that was very rude of me. All right, my noodle. Oh, I'll finish it after stream. I can't be bothered. Okay. That. That. Very good. And now, let's add just a smidge of, like, saturation. Where the fuck is it, though? Hello? Where? Oh! Oh. No, not this one. Hello, computer? Oh. Everything just stopped for a second. It was just Clip Studio deciding to save. Hold on, let me just drink some water. Okay. Make sure to hydrolyze, you guys. Hydrolyzation is good for you. Wait, how does this glow work? Wow. Yeah, it adds a bit of, like, brightness, and I like that. Let me just fix how ratchet it looks. Just adding a bit of it to the tips too. Because then it lifts her hair up a bit. Or lifts the color. It also makes her look like her face is making her hair kind of glowy. Yes. When it happens to me, I get scared. Oh. Okay, that part of the hair done. And then I'll probably keep like the front bangs the way that they are currently, simply because like when she turns her hair, right, like the hair wings aren't going to be being weird. Or at least too weird. Okay, and then front sides. Oh, shading. Okay, and then where's the hair wings? There. This is blue part. We'll figure it out later. Alright, back of the hair time. Multiply. Fuck, what color was it? Not the same color. Maybe make it a little more yellow. There we go. When I'm doing like these shading bits, I don't actually use my tablet pen. I actually just use my mouse. Random question, will you also stream it when you rig it? Yeah. I'm also going to like stream my rigging process. Maybe like not the entirety of it, but I do plan to stream myself like rigging at least, you know, like a good portion of it. If not like on YouTube, then I'll probably stream it while I'm on Discord. It really depends. Yeah. That way you guys can see how shit I fucking rig it because it's been so long since I rigged anything. I say that, but technically I've rigged some things somewhat recently. Yeah. Like, for example, I rigged Mana's model, like, recently. But I don't know if you would consider, like, a few months ago recent. You know what I mean? Because, like, when did she debut? Let me check my project file so then I can see, like, when was the, like, the literal last time I rigged a VTuber model. Deliverables, here. October 28th of last year. Yeah, October 28th. So that was 5 months ago. Yeah, 5 months ago. I do have like another person that I should be rigging. I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for their model artist to finish the illustration. Then after that, I should be able to do it. I actually rig fairly quickly. Like, I would say on average, I rig like a full body model with physics and everything in about 10 hours? Yeah. Because like when I used to actively like record myself doing all my work and stuff like that, on average, I rig around 10 to 12 hours for the entirety of the project. Most of those projects include like extra toggles and stuff like that, so whereas for making models, like 40 hours? I think it might be considered recent. I don't know much about rigging, but it doesn't seem like something people do every month. It depends. So like if you have like hella clients and shit, then I'm assuming that you would be doing it every month. But not I, said the butterfly. I think I've rigged enough to say that I have like experience with it. The color is somewhat similar enough. It should be similar enough. I mean, I'm gonna be adding like backlighting anyway, so like it doesn't need to be the most accurate of colors. Oh, okay, I guess we're doing the whole thing. This way I forgot like this whole back is just like this. Should I add like the little twirl to like the last part of her like long hair strand? Or should we just like stay consistent with her Christmas tree hair? Okay. Let's add a little bit of blending here. Maybe I should just keep, like, the model how it is. That way, if Zephy wants to use, like, filters and stuff on it, the ones that, like, VTube Studio and Shoost has, then she can play around with it a little bit, easier. I'll consult with her on that. Since she's the one that's using it, she probably has a better idea on like what she's gonna do with it. I say probably because I mean most of the time it's like, figure it out later. No, let's use this one instead. That way it's like sharp, but it's like opaque. Yeah, something like that. Get some of the dark parts of her hair. That's too big. Cool. What the fuck? You need to learn how to draw again. How dare you forget? It's literally the title that you say that you are an artist, but I guess I should take off that title because what the fuck am I doing? Should be like this or like maybe the top should overlap instead. Just got home from uni. What's up, Koo? Nothing much. I'm just continuing to render Zephy's hair pieces. I'm probably just going to do like the rendering for this stream, so I'm probably maybe going to conclude like somewhat soon. When I mean somewhat, I would say like give or take like an hour. I guess that's not soon, but you know, for a Koo stream, like 2 hours is pretty like not long. I did get a little bit of an eye-opener seeing how like a lot of VTubers would say like 4 to 6 hours is an endurance stream, and I'm just like, damn, really? But I guess like it would be an endurance if like you're playing games and stuff, right? I think if you're working for like 6 hours, that's pretty normal. Right? I don't know. What would you guys consider as like long hours or like normal working hours for yourself if you're doing like a project? I feel the phlegm. Hold on. Ugh. My trash can is just mostly spit. And my nose is getting stuffy again. Damn it. Just had 12 hours of classes today on the fucking weekend. Damn. Even if it's a project I'm actually interested in, it'll be like 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. Why is your class so fucking long? And why is it on the weekend? Like, are you taking extracurricular courses or something? Yeah, because like before I started my stream, I also had gotten home from a class. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Double major. Damn, you're Asian as fuck. Mom and Dad, I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. Oh, don't worry. I give you a choice. You can do double major instead. It'd be like that. Why does it have to be on the weekend, though? I mean, like, for me personally, like, if I have to take a lot of classes, I'd rather it all be in one day. You know? Or I guess in this case, like all on the weekday. So then I have the weekend to like do whatever the homework is and also rest. Man, why are you doing that to yourself? Are you gonna be okay? This will repeat tomorrow, oh my gosh. Are the classes at least interesting? Like, I hope there's at least that. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with this part. It's too bright. Why are you so bright? There we go. I don't like how this like one piece is just randomly like that. Ah, there we go. A few of them, the older teachers, the more interesting the class is. Like, what the hell? Man. I don't know. I teach grade schoolers. What problem are you having with the model right now? I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna be rendering this part because it's been a while since I've drawn, you know, so I'm trying to like remember what the fuck I do and how I should be doing it. I'm also gonna like ask Zephy like after stream how she wants me to go about rendering some parts of the hair, because I do want to have like a very hard light source on the side, but I'm afraid that if she's going to potentially add filters in the future, right, that it's going to look too bright. Because for example, this model, right, yeah, there's a lot of like lighting and stuff in the hair, but the green light that you guys see, it's actually just from the VTube Studio filter. So if I turn it off, then my model looks like this, you know? So that way, like, if she does want to have, like, just, like, a one-side light source or, like, whatever type of light source she wants, then she can always have it in post. Damn, prepping for the future. Yeah. At least for me, like, that's the things I feel like all artists should be considering. Yeah. Let me... I'll add, like, these parts later. Like, the little... slightly darker tones later. The focus here is just getting, like, the main parts of the lighting. I don't really like how that looks. Because it's like way too dark. Well, when in doubt, that's for later Ku to find out. Later Ku is going to get very mad at the Ku right now. But the current Ku does not care enough. So I'll just focus on like the lower parts of her hair. I'm not gonna merge was it the shading for the back of her hair like I did with the sides, since again still need to figure out the whole light source thing. All right. Okay. Made the sides like that bright as well. Wow, very tubular. This is very much me just like playing around with how the shading is gonna be like. Maybe something like that. Oops. Why is this part like darker? Oh, because it is darker. If say, how many % are you done with the model overall? In terms of like just the model art. Wait, let me look back at like. Oh, I forgot to put this at the bottom. There we go. So this is what part of like her current draft is. Let me show all parts. This, all that, all that. So if we're going based off of this, maybe like 30% there. Like I render clothes pretty quickly. It's just hair that I take the most time on because hair strands. Yeah, 30-35% because I also haven't done her mouthpieces, and I also haven't done her ears. And then I already finished like the naked body version of her. That way, like if we want to have like new outfits for her, like I don't know, let's say for like for whatever particular event Zephy may want to do like a costume design contest, then because I because I'm the one that did the illustration for this model, the style wouldn't look too weird. I could always like implement it. Yeah, 30%. Because I'm also including like cutting and stuff. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's why like I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like doing model like VTuber model art all that much because it takes too damn long because there's a lot of components that you have to consider, right? For example, her breasts, right? Okay, to be fair, that's more of a me issue, that's a Ku issue, right? Where I wanted to give her two versions where she has boobs and then she has no boobs because I see her more as like a no boob person. This part right here, the reason why it's like out even like with her boobs and stuff like that is because like depending on how big her boobs are, like this thing's gonna change, so I'm not messing with that until later. But yeah, like there's a lot of components where you guys are not seeing it, but at least for me personally, I feel the need to have to draw it. Naked version on Patreon, naked version on Discord. Like when I'm drawing or like when I'm working on the model on my Discord, I just kind of like do it because it's not like I'm drawing porn, it's just a naked version of her. I don't draw like the crazy bits, you know, so it's whatever. Yeah, I would have the pose of her standing, but I don't know if YouTube allows the outfit to be the way it is. Well, is the pay worth it? At least I would say so. I mean, like, because well, okay, for this model specifically, I would say so. The reason being is because you guys actually helped me out with being able to afford the essentials that I needed to move to Korea. You know what I mean? But if it's like, because I've had experiences where I would have clients who don't actually know what they want, right? And so what ends up happening is I have to redesign the characters completely. Like, because you know how usually when people like think of a character design, they're like, oh, okay, so I want this, and could you like tweak this part? Could you tweak that part? Oh, I'm thinking that maybe like X, Y, and Z hairstyles would be nice. Let's try to like figure those out. No. I'm talking about like completely different designs as though they would easily be different characters, right? I made like 7 different designs for like one client, and they picked the one design that like I know that they themselves are not the biggest fan of it, but they chose it because their audience really liked that design. Only for them to like so they debuted it for about a month, right? And then they made the whole announcement of, guess what, guys? I'm going to have a 2.0 now. And the design is like completely different. And I'm just thinking like, I have been telling you for weeks to pick what you want. Something that, you know, like, that feels more natural to you, but you're the one that chose, like, you know, whatever your audience wanted. So of course you're not going to be enjoying it. So my time was wasted, right? Your money was wasted. And now I'm just like mentally exhausted because it's just like, yeah. Like, because even when people make OCs, right? I don't know if you guys know, like if you guys were like a part or have seen like the part of like the artist community. It's like usually people that do roleplay or they do fanfics and stuff where they buy a bunch of character designs, but then they just leave the fucking characters there to rot. You know, it's like the people that use what's that one website? Dollhouse, I think is what it's called, where like you can like archive in like different folders of like your characters. That way you have like you know, a bunch of illustrations and references. That way, if you want to commission someone for like artwork of that character and whatever, then you could just chuck it in there. Or like if someone draws that character, then you could just chuck it in there, right? That way you have like a lot of references and shit. I don't actually know if it's called Dollhouse. That's I'm just going based off of like my memory here, right? But it's usually like 13-year-olds fucking like 13 to 17-year-olds usually using this fucking website. And I fucking hate how they would have like, what was it? The create 100 OCs challenge, right? But then they're not putting any thoughts to the characters, because the whole point is make as many characters as you possibly can. And I'm like, you're doing the characters a disrespect. You know, it's like having parents that don't give a shit about you because you were not a planned pregnancy and they chose to not continue to commit to you, where it's just like, yeah, I don't really care about you, so I'm just gonna chuck you to like grandma and grandpa, or I'm just going to like let you do whatever the fuck you want, so then you don't have like the basis of what you need to grow up and shit. Like I get really, in a way, I get kind of sensitive with that kind of thing where people just like throw away their fucking characters, and I'm like, why? You know, like if you're going to throw them away, at least conclude their story so that they're just not fucking left there. But again, that's, you know, that's just me. But yeah, I don't like my time wasted on people that aren't going to take that type of shit seriously, right? And I get it, right? It's like, oh, well, technically you're getting paid anyway, so what's the problem? The problem is that I spent so much time working on whatever thing, right? So of course I'm gonna have some level of investment in it, bitch. That sounds like that kid in Toy Story 1. Am I just a Toy Story lover? But yeah, for real, for me, like, making the models isn't very worth it for me a lot of the time, because there are too many people that just get the model just to say that they have the model. Like, I'm okay when, you know, like, people like Zephy are commissioning me because I know she's gonna use the model. And she gave me, like, the reason why and everything, and I know she's going to be using the model for those reasons, right? But people that just have have it just to have it, but then, like, never do anything with it, it's just like, why? You know, like, cause think of it this way, the whole, like, mama and papa shit, right? Like, me being, like, a VTuber mom. This bitch is in my fucking creative juices of a fucking womb in my brain noggin hole, right? And I'm fucking shitting her out, but the shitting process takes so fucking long, of course I'm going to bond with it while I'm fucking taking a shit. Alright? Like, whereas with the client, it's just like, oh, okay, I just wait and then I have it. I'm the one that's connecting with it! Bitch! But yeah. Y'all understand? Do y'all? I mean, I hope you guys kind of understand what I mean, though. It's like, you know, when you work so long on a project and stuff, of course you're going to, like, feel something about it. Unless, you know, there's, like, people associated with it that you really don't like, and then you're just like, alright, fuck it. But most of the time, I, like, even like, if there are people that have, like, associations with whatever project that make me feel uncomfy and stuff, it's just like, well, I still worked on it, though. You know, like, I could care less about, like, the other people associated with the project, but I myself am proud of, like, what I did. Or, like, I myself know that I committed and put in the time and effort for the project, so of course I'm going to be feeling something about it. Even if it's not as, like, crazy as, you know, like, I don't know what to compare it to. My brain's dead. But yeah, I mean, And on top of that, I really like drawing Zephy. Like her character is so fun to draw because of her hair, and like I get to put her in like the dumbest fucking outfits, whether she likes it or not, because haha, I'm the artist. But yeah. I hope that like maybe once my backlog is finished we could do more projects and stuff. Shit, I still have to do my projects. I just haven't had the time and energy. I'm at the point where it's just like I want to potentially get another artist to help me with illustrations and stuff, but then my ego gets in the way. Like, why bother another artist when you could just make it yourself? It's fun to draw her hair, struggles to render her hair for the past 30 minutes. Look, that's the part of the fun process. You gotta let it marinate, right? Like, you gotta bond with it. The struggle is a part of it. Come on. Illos, back me up on this. Come on. Struggling is fun sometimes as an artist. It's not fun if you don't struggle. So true. So true. It's a bit like BDSM. Pain can be good sometimes, yeah. I agree to that. Yeah, like I like doing these types of projects. It's just, you know, I wish that I could go back to being freelance, or going back to being a full-time freelancer, so then I can do it, because genuinely this makes me the most happy to do these types of things. It's just I have such terrible marketing skills. I also get too anxious talking to like people that I'm not friends with, because I always get scared, right? I'm just like, what are your intentions? Should I talk to you? Are you like a safe person to talk to? Or am I gonna get fucked over by you like everyone else that I've interacted with? Should have majored in marketing, for real. Like, cause one of my degrees, right? It's called graphic information technology. Which essentially what it is like studying to be a content creator. So you learn like basic photography, basic video editing, like a little bit of design skills, like, you know, like not like design, but like you're using like design as like a medium to teach you the process on like, okay, how should you be communicating with the client? What are your rights? You know, like learning copyright law and everything. So it's just like, okay, well, there's that, but didn't really teach me on the marketing part. They're just like, all right, you just do. I'm like, do what? What am I doing? Who am I doing? I mean, it definitely did help me when I like first started doing freelance and stuff. If you consider, you know, before you even put up like your commission prices in public and everything, like before you even like had yourself in public say, oh, I'm doing freelance now, had an impersonator scamming people, but you know, you're doing yourself no favors. I'm just dying here in these streets and y'all are just watching me. Yeah, I don't think my brain is letting me... I don't think my brain is letting me brain, on... Fuck! What to do with the hair. My throat be making noises today. Imagine a world where I don't have hiccups. Can we normalize that world? Like, I want that level of happiness. No hiccups. That looks ratchet as hell. Zephy, if you're watching the VOD, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Speaking of, I don't know. There's this one song that I wanted to cover because I think it's a really funny song. So, do you guys know the band Nocturnal Bloodlust? It's a Japanese... I think they're metalcore? I want to cover their song Punch Me If You Can because the lyrics are really funny. Like, Nocturnal Bloodlust. Alright, I'll read you guys some of the lyrics, okay? Disobey the crazed fake. Look me in the eye, fuck. Put the middle finger upon the sky. You never trust everything you hate. I don't know what the fuck this means. And that's why I want to do... I want to cover this song. Simply because in the lyrics it's just... I don't know what the fuck this means. You are stronger than you think, so disobey everything you hate. I don't know what the fuck this means. You're not me. Do you understand what you're given? You're not me. All you need is what's inside of you. Something's better. Something's better. Something's better than nothing. 'Cause I'm wasting a time for awaiting. I can't believe this anymore. Yeah, I think they attempted to do English lyrics. Women do need their uterus. Yeah. Also, like, in the music video, they misspelled, like, quite a few words. Like, for example, the word wasting, they wrote waist as in, like, below the hip, rather than wasting as in, like, you know, using too much. Yeah. Or, I don't want to loose myself anymore, because they added an extra O. So instead of I don't want to lose myself anymore, is I don't want to loose myself anymore. Yeah. Like, if you just ignore the lyrics, right? If you ignore the meaning to the lyrics, the song, pure vibes. It's such a good vibey song. It's just, the lyrics got me fucked up. And I want those fucked up lyrics. Like, if you guys ever have the time or are curious about it, I suggest looking it up. It's Nocturnal Bloodlust, Punch Me If You Can. Not catch me if you can, punch me if you can. It's very good. Highly recommend. Okay, I think, like, how the hair is somewhat being rendered as growing on me is just this part right here is driving me insane. My nose, it's driving me insane. Pronounce it as it is written when you do the cover. Yes. That's why, like, I want to learn how to do gutturals, because a lot of the songs I listen to is death metal, so I kind of need to learn how to do that in order to make it happen. Am I missing anything? I think I'll probably just do like this first part of her Christmas tree hair, and then I'll end it here because I'm starting to get a little bit lightheaded. Why? I don't know. It's just my head is hurting. Can you roll your tongue? You mean like rolling an R? Or like curling my tongue? Yeah. Yeah, I can roll my tongue. Or do you mean like like that? Oh, yeah, I can roll my R's. Of course I can. Easy peasy. Can you? Am I rolling wrong? Like that? Or how am I supposed to be rolling the R's? R rolling hard. Like it is, I don't think it's like super hard for me, but I'm not sure like how you're wanting me to roll the R. Yeah, let's lighten that a bit, make that a bit sharper. I'm sitting on my foot and it's starting to hurt now because it's on stage 2 of numbness. Pins and needles. Oh yeah, guys, I played Split Fiction with my boyfriend, right? And we actually finished the game. And it only took me 6 motion sickness pills. Right? Yeah, 6 motion sickness pills. So that's nice. But the amount of people I know don't know how to roll R's higher than I expected. Really? Is that good? I would say so, because like each time I take my motion sickness medicine, in order to play, I have to take 2 each time. So we only had to do it 3 times, but the thing is now I have excess amounts of motion sickness medicine. Cause okay, so each box of medicine, they have 4 pills in it, right? So it's like $1 per fucking pill. So most likely he's going to think of like or find some other game that we play. Cause I tried watching him play some games without my motion sickness meds and it still got me fucked up. So definitely the medicine helps a lot. He's been playing this one game, but I don't remember what it was called. I do remember how he described it though. He said it's like a walking simulator. Which probably isn't helping you guys in the slightest. It's the one where like there's ghost people and then like there's a baby inside a container that you use as like a ghost detector. Is that like ringing any bells? I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I honest to God do not remember. It's a my assumption, a one-player game. Isn't Phasmophobia like a multi-player game? What the fuck was the game called? I'm too lazy to ask. Yeah, you play it solo. It was very cinematic looking. Like you can't was it? So when you go outside of like whatever the facility base thing is, you need to make sure that the rain doesn't touch you because it ages you really fast. Again, I don't know what the name of the game is, so I'm just trying to like remember what parts of the game I saw. Death Stranding? Okay, yeah, that one. Very nice. Uh-oh. I'm like, was it? I'm using the large brush for Zeffy's like hair. I don't know if you guys can see it, but clip is lagging. Do you guys see the fucking lag? Oh no. Does that mean my was it? Does that mean my GPU isn't good? I don't even remember what GPU I have. It's like it is either a 4060 or a 4080 Ti. I just don't remember which one. Wait. Does it use GPU for this or is it CPU? How much was it? Oh, remember? It was when I first built this PC like over 2 years ago. Like the whole budget for my when I was building this PC, which also included some of the peripherals, was like $1,800. But I did spend like a good bulk of that budget on the GPU. Is there a way that I can check like on my computer like which one it is? Is that possible? How do I check? Go into system. Like system inform. Ah, my eyes! It's so bright! Alright, it doesn't say what GPU, but it, like, it shows my CPU. I have, Intel i5 12,600K something. Yeah. Is that helping any of y'all? Yeah, I don't think... How would I know? Ah. Yeah, I got the i5 because the person that was helping me when they were doing like I guess some kind of like rendering test thing, they said that the i5 for that model works better than the i7. So that's why I got this one. I mean, I'm gonna be giving my computer away once I have enough money for my laptop because I am downsizing, not downgrading, downsizing. That way when I'm like moving from country to country, it makes it a lot fucking easier. Instead of having to like lug the whole PC and also like rebuying certain components like the power supply. Okay, so I think my brain, I thought I would be able to finish the rest of the Christmas tree of her hair, but I guess not. My brain is just not letting me continue any further, so I'm just going to conclude the stream. Although, okay, so I found this one VTuber who has like very comfy vibes. Do you guys want me to send you a link to her stream? Because she's going to be starting in around 4 minutes, somewhere around that. So I obviously do not have enough subscribers in order to do like the YouTube partner thing, so then I can redirect you guys. No, you need to get like partner or some crap like that in order to do so. I need, at least from what the criteria said, like 1,000 subs in order to unlock that feature. So maybe in the future, if I actually applied myself more into posting content. So instead, I will do it the ghetto way and just send you guys a link, alright? Alright. Thanks for spending time with me, guys. Fuck, my nose is getting more stuffed, but I'm just gonna rest. I'm probably going to hydrate myself some more, maybe finish my noodles. Maybe I'm feeling lightheaded because I haven't eaten enough food. That might be the case. But yes, goodbye, guys. I will put the I'll put the link of the other streamer once I switch scenes. Okay, bye.